Hi, friends. I'm so excited to start a multi-part series on the power of breath and breath work. For those of you who've been here for a while, you'll know I fell in love with the science of breath, particularly nostril breathing, back in 2020 when an author, James Nestor, came out with his book called Breath. And since then, I've really been digging in and working on my own breathwork practice, as well as some energy healing practices, and it's time to put them all together. I'm in the middle of a breathwork certification program right now. I'm also doing a 9-week Qigong. I've done a Reiki certification. I'm going to bring you all of the stuff I know, including some meditations that I've been drumming up and some breathwork programs. But I want to start today to just talk to you about why proper breathing is so powerful, and just overall just how powerful and amazing our breath is. And just think about it. The fact that our body just breathes for us, and on every inhale, it brings our oxygen into our body every single time, spreads the oxygen throughout our body, and then every exhale takes waste out of our body that we don't need. It is unbelievable technology. And our body breathes for us. That being said, we can maximize our health by being more intentional about our breath, and we can actually change our nervous system state. So there's two main states, right? There's the parasympathetic state and the sympathetic state. The way that I remember this is, I feel so bad for them. They're so stressed out. That is a sympathetic state, to have sympathy for the stress. Parasympathetic is your relaxed state. It's what we call rest and digest. That is where all of our healing happens in our body. That is when our body operates optimally. Of course, it's important to be able to get into a sympathetic state, but let's be honest, we are all living far too much of our time in a sympathetic state, and it is wreaking havoc on every aspect of our health. So learning to slow down and breathe properly is one of the easiest, most powerful things you can do for your health. I'm going to say that again. Learning to intentionally, properly breathe, practicing it, is one of the easiest built-in technologies that we can use to improve every aspect of our health. So I want you to take this seriously and think about doing this with me. I say this as a habitual mouth breather. I mean, look at the smile. I have been breathing through this big mouth my entire life. And if I can change the way that I breathe, so can you. So it really just starts with understanding a few basic things. So I want to talk to you about kind of the basics. You see Mabel over there? Basics of proper breath that you can just start to think about right now, okay? First of all, and this is the big one, our nose is intended to be our primary breathing mechanism. So we are meant to breathe in through our nose and either out through our mouth or nose. But the mouth for inhales is really designed to be a backup mechanism. It's not meant to be our primary breathing mechanism. So many reasons why, through how our food system is developed and how our faces have changed, makes it harder than ever. So learning to breathe through our nose is one of the most important things. I'm going to tell you, and I've been talking about this, and I sounded like a Looney Tune when it first started, but mouth tape is your best friend if you really want to start to build a consistent, long nostril breathing practice. Because when you're sleeping, that's 7-8 hours that you are not in control of your breath. So if you can change it then, it's going to change it the rest of the time. So this is called hostage tape. I don't have a deal with these people. This is my favorite one. I have tried so many different mouth tapes. This is my favorite one. I like it because it's a little bit permeable, so you can get some breath in. I do look like a hostage victim when I'm sleeping. But I do love my mouth tape. It was really challenging for me to do. Let me know if you have any questions. It really took probably 6 months before I could really sleep consistently through the night with it on. But it has changed everything. And if I forget to do it, I will wake up in the middle of the night and my mouth will be dry because I am back to breathing through my mouth. Okay, number 2 is diaphragmatic breathing. So I want you to just imagine your diaphragm, which sits inside of your rib cage. And as you inhale, I want you to imagine your diaphragm coming down. So inhale and filling up. You can have it come down and out. So you're filling up that whole space, and then exhale, everything goes back. Let's try it again. Inhale, expand, exhale. All right, let's try to combine that with some sighs. There's also so much power in sighing, humming, sticking your tongue out, moving your jaw around, really letting go of tension where it does not need to be. So you can close your eyes if you want to. Take an exhale. Inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top, and then exhale with the sigh. Inhale again. Hold at the top. Exhale, sigh. One more time, inhale. And let it out. I hope you feel more relaxed. There is science to the breath. It is free. It's in your body. It's a technology. And I will be back. Let me know if you have any questions. And I will be back with some more techniques and tools. I'm really excited to give you some of the meditations that I've been working on to combine breath with energy, and really looking at breath as a way to let go of emotions we don't want to hold. And then I really love doing the more holotropic breath work that actually activates your nervous system. So all of it's powerful. I'll talk to you about it all the next time. Let's breathe.